Hello everybody and welcome in today's video. In today's video we are going to go over the PrimeXBT platform and I'm going to show you exactly the things that you should and should not do over on the PrimeXBT platform to avoid extra losses. And guys, we actually have a special bonus which I'm going to present to you in today's video as well. So guys, all about that in today's video. With that being said, my name is Jeroen. Welcome to the Blockchain Today, the channel where you subscribe for daily crypto videos. Right now, let's jump into this do's and don'ts video over on the PrimeXBT platform. And guys, the first thing that you need to do when you are using the PrimeXBT platform, actually when you are using any exchange, when you are opening any trade, you have to understand the fee structure of that certain exchange. So let's have a dive into this fee structure over on the PrimeXBT platform, because come on, all the exchanges, if it is Bybit, VMAX or PrimeXBT exchange, they are all companies. They all want to take their share of their profit too. So that's why they all have a certain fee structure. So let's have a look at that. So right here we can see the fee structure of the PrimeXBT exchange, and they have two different types of fees. They have the trading fees and the overnight financing. Well, the overnight financing we will be talking about later. We will be starting with the fees, but the overnight financing, you can actually compare that with the funding rate over on BitMEX or Bybit exchange. So first of all, we have the trade fee, guys. And right here, this is not really different than other exchanges. This is just the fee that you are paying to the exchange when you are opening or closing a trade. And for cryptocurrencies right now, that is 0.05%. And if you are doing if you are the market taker, then this is actually not too bad, because this is lower than, for example, a Bybit. If we have a look at the fees of Bybit right here, then we can see the fee of Bybit. If you are taking liquidity out of the order book, which is with a market order, you pay a fee of 0.075. And on the PrimeXBT platform, it is a fee of 0.05. And guys, the good thing about this fee is that if you are using a market order, it is lower than different exchanges, but we can reduce this fee because the PrimeXBT platform has made a special bonus for us, which will, instead of reducing 25% of the fees, which we normally have, right, we can reduce 50% of the fee. So for everybody who's interested in that, you can sign up over on the PrimeXBT platform using my affiliate link down below. And if you use the specific bonus code, which is below my affiliate link, you will get a 50% discount on your trading fees, which will cut this percentage to 0.025% instead of 0.05%. Which brings me to the next fees, guys, and that is the overnight financing, which basically is a different word for the funding rate. And what the difference is that normally the funding rate is being calculated every 8 hours and is being applied on your position. Right here on the PrimeXBT platform, it is a daily funding rate, and right here we can see the funding rates, which is for a long position 0.069%, and for a short position minus 0.069%. And this is quite comparable but slightly higher than different exchanges. For example, when we have a look at the BitMEX funding rate, we can see that it is a dynamic number, so sometimes it is lower, sometimes it is higher. I do have to say that most of the time it is lower when there's not a extreme move going on in the market, when there is not a extreme imbalance between the amount of short and long positions. So that is also something you have to take into consideration when you are opening a trade over on the PrimeXBT exchange, that every single trading day you are going to pay fees on top of your position, which are the overnight funding fees. So guys, do take that in mind when you are trading over on the PrimeXBT exchange, on any exchange. Always make sure that you understand the fee structure and that you know what actually is happening with your trade, and that you're not being surprised by any unpredicted or any surprising fees that may have been extracted from your account. Then guys, we are going to a big don't, and that is the following. That is, don't trade when you are in an extreme emotional state. And you might have heard this before, guys, but most traders, they actually lose due to the fact that the emotions are getting too strong, and that they are basing their decisions that they are making in the markets, they are basing them on their emotions. So we got two very famous emotions. One is FOMO, the emotion of the fear of missing out. A lot of people experiencing that at one moment you have the real fear of missing out, and this emotional state takes over your rational state, and you are starting to think about to participate in the markets in an irrational way. So this is something you really should avoid. You might have heard about revenge trading as well. Revenge trading is also something, it's a very emotional state that some might have when they have been losing a certain trade, and they are going to go in with an even bigger trade, trying to win back the losses you have made in the previous trade. And yeah, guys, that is more like gambling. That is something you should never do. You should always try to ground yourself and know whether this is a rational decision that you are making or whether this is a emotional decision that you are making. And when you are making a emotional decision, guys, most of the time it might not be the best decision to take. It's better to recognize that emotion and to see it as something that is human, right? Everybody has these emotions, but it's better with trading. It's better if you want to become a profitable trader, you have to base your trades, base your decisions on rational arguments, and you cannot base your decisions on emotions. And guys, one big tip to avoid getting very emotional in a certain trade is to lower the order that you are actually using and to lower the leverage that you are using. And as most of you guys know, the PrimeXBT platform is using a cross margin instead of a isolated margin. So normally when you open a order, you don't select like, okay, I want to have a 5x leverage on this order. And it is a isolated margin. No, it is a cross margin, which means that your whole account balance which you have in your margin platform will be used for your trade. So let's say you would have half of a Bitcoin in your margin balance and you open a position of 1 Bitcoin, then that is of course a leverage of 2x approximately. But then the engine, the PrimeXBT exchange, will do that for you. And that is kind of, we call it cross margin instead of a isolated margin. So also do take in mind, guys, that you never have more money into your margin trading account which you are willing to lose on that certain trade. So guys, that is a huge tip I would give you. Don't use a too high of a leverage. Don't use a too high of a position size, because that's not helping with a peace of mind, and most likely will get you too much emotionally attached, and it's difficult to handle that emotionally when you are seeing these huge fluctuations in your position, right? So always make sure that you trade with a comfortable size, which you are willing to lose, at least until you are reaching your stop loss for that certain trade. Then guys, another thing I want to point out, this actually counts for most trading strategies out there. When you are entering a trade, it is very important to have a plan already set up, so that you have inside your plan your entry price, your exit price, and the invalidation, which is also very important, because it helps you, if you determine this already beforehand, it helps you to make the rational decisions easier later on when a trade might hit your target or when the trade might be invalidated. And that you're not, if you haven't thought about any invalidation and the trade is going against your direction, that you are going to try to get this bias confirmation again, like, oh no, I will just wait till we are turning around and until we are going to resume in this uptrend if you are in a long position. Right, but that you can have a clear invalidation, like, okay, right now we got a 4-hour close below this level, we broke back into this pattern, right now I'm going to exit this trade. So guys, that's very important that you have a clear invalidation as well. Not a lot of people thinking about that. Often people just opening a certain position because they see the price going a certain way, but you always have to think about, what if I am wrong? What do I need to see in the charts in order to say, like, okay, I admit I'm wrong, I'm going to close this trade. Then guys, one of the things that is very nice about the PrimeXBT platform, which we are not seeing in different exchanges, for example Bybit or on the Femex platform is that right there on the PrimeXBT platform, you can trade the regular financial markets, which are of course more matured markets. They have less volatile, they are less volatile than the crypto markets. So for example, right here, you can trade the Dow Jones, you can trade the S&P 500. And the interesting thing right here, guys, is that the trading fees for these indices are actually lower than for crypto. So the trading fees for indices and commodities are 0.01%. And if you sign up using my affiliate link down below and you use that specific promo code, then you will get a 50% discount on these fees as well. And you can also trade Forex right here on the PrimeXBT platform. But yeah, I think it's quite interesting. There are a lot of trading pairs right here which you can trade. So if you are interested in trading different trading pairs other than crypto, you like to experience in the Forex markets, or you would like to trade commodities or indices with Bitcoin, then I would definitely recommend to use the PrimeXBT platform for that. Then guys, one of the things that I do recommend over on the PrimeXBT exchange, if you are interested in that, is to experience the Covesting module, where you can copy other traders and earn Bitcoin based on their trades. However, I do want to give a couple of warning signals right here as well. There are some things you have to think of before you start following a certain strategy. I've made a different video about this, guys, which will pop up right now on top of the screen, where I will go in more into depth right here about the Covesting module. But let me just have a quick talk about that. I in the past personally have been using the Covesting module actually quite successfully. Most of the strategies that I've been following, I've exited in profit, and which in the end was actually quite nice. However, I also experienced the other side. I had some strategies which exited in a loss, and I've seen how it went with some of these strategies, right? So what I would suggest right here is, it is nice to experience with or experiment with the Covesting module. However, you have to take in mind that the moment you are copying other traders, you're putting the responsibility of your funds in somebody else's hands. And that is fun to experience with, but it is not a long-term sustainable path you want to go through. So that's also my warning signal right here, is you don't want to follow a certain strategy for too long. If you like to experiment with following other traders, then I would highly suggest you to go into these analytics right here on the Covesting module, and to have a look week by week, or might be even day by day, of a couple of days by days, to check which strategy is outperforming the other strategies, which strategy is in a good period for that certain strategy, right? Because not all strategies will perform very well in the longer term time frame. So it might be more profitable to follow a certain strategy for a certain week, follow another strategy for another week. You can as well have a look at the certain price action of Bitcoin. So there are some strategies who are mostly shorting Bitcoin. There are strategies who are mostly longing Bitcoin. So when you see bullish signs in the Bitcoin chart, for example, and you are bullish on the price of Bitcoin, then it might be more profitable, if you want to use the Covesting module, to follow strategies which are longing Bitcoin at that specific moment. And when you are seeing, for example, a lot of risks in the market, you might want to get your funds out and take a break with following other people's strategies. So guys, that is just something to take in mind. It's not that easy, like you are going to follow one certain strategy, you can leave it for 1 month and you will gain. Of course, it is possible. However, I would say you should have a more active participation in that. And normally, my opinion is always the best person you can trust is always yourself. This is just something, if you are interested in experimenting with that, then it's fun to do. For me, it has been profitable. I had fun experiencing with the Covesting module. But do take in mind that even though we are seeing a profitable trading strategy, it might not be profitable in a very longer term period. It might be just profitable in a shorter amount of time. So you might want to switch between strategies and don't hang on too long for one certain strategy. Then guys, the last do over on the PrimeXBT platform, and this is actually quite a big thing I have to say, is that they are going to launch a youth account right here, where you can earn passive income. You can stake your cryptocurrency or stable coins over on the PrimeXBT platform, and you can earn passive income right here. And the interesting thing right here, guys, is that the PrimeXBT platform is offering a lot of products in a single platform, right? You can trade Bitcoin, you can trade a variety of altcoins, you can trade Forex, you can trade indices like the S&P 500, you can copy other traders as well. And you can even create your own trading strategy, which other traders can copy. But right now, if you are not trading, you can also use your funds and put it in a staking account to earn passive income on your Bitcoin or stablecoin. So I think that is actually quite interesting. We are seeing it more often, right, with other exchanges, that they are starting to launch this DeFi, CeFi products, right, where you can earn passive income on your crypto and stablecoins. I think this is a nice development that we are seeing in these exchanges. And right now we are also seeing that over on the PrimeXBT platform. So I do think that this is a big plus, because when you are not using the platform, you can use your funds, you can use your Bitcoin or stablecoins to stake it over right here on the PrimeXBT platform. Then guys, a quick summary about the do's and don'ts for the PrimeXBT platform. And in general, I think it's very important to have a clear view about the fee structure of a certain exchange before you are opening any trades. Right now, the fee structure on the PrimeXBT platform is quite clear, and if you sign up using my affiliate link down below, you can even get a 50% discount on those fees, which makes the fees of PrimeXBT actually quite low. Then something you really want to avoid is that you are trading in an emotional state. That doesn't only count for PrimeXBT, that counts for every exchange out there. You don't want to trade when you are in an extreme emotional state. Another thing what you have to think about is the amount of leverage that you are using. You have to calculate it yourself right here on the PrimeXBT platform, because they are using cross margin instead of isolated margin. Don't use a too big of a position size or a too high of a leverage, because this makes it more difficult to cope with trading. The lower the position size, the more easier it is to detach from it emotionally and to actually make a successful trade. Then guys, with the Covesting module, it's a great way to experiment with. It's very nice to copy other traders, to look into these strategies, but you have to be careful. Don't follow a single strategy for too long. I think it's better to have a active participation and have a look at the statistics of all of these strategies and might switch between them. I personally think that is a better strategy than just blindly following one single trading strategy. Then guys, trading the regular financial markets over on the PrimeXBT platform is a very nice thing which we are not seeing at different platforms. That is really separating PrimeXBT from other exchanges. The amount of trading pairs that you can trade right here is just very nice. And now and then it's also nice to trade different trading pairs and sometimes open a trade over on the S&P 500 or the Dow Jones. And last but not least, it's not launched yet, but once this staking is launched on the PrimeXBT platform, that would definitely be a big added value to the platform, because the funds that you are not using in a trade, actively in a trade, you can use them to earn passive income while staking them on the platform. So that is actually a big plus right here for the PrimeXBT platform. So guys, I hope this cleared up a lot of questions you guys might have about this exchange. I hope it's clear which things you should avoid and which things are actually nice right here on the PrimeXBT platform. If you have any comments, if you have any questions or an opinion what you think about the PrimeXBT platform, drop them in the comment section down below, guys. I'm very curious about what you think about the PrimeXBT platform. Then for every single one of you who's interested in creating an account right here on the PrimeXBT platform, I have my affiliate link down below in the pinned comment and in the description. And if you sign up using my affiliate link, you are supporting the channel and you will get an extra bonus, which is a 50% deposit bonus, and you will get a 50% discount on your fees. Guys, I want to wish every single one of you an awesome day today, and I will see every single one of you in the next video.